Okay, so here are a couple more examples of working with percents and decimals. So this one says we're going to write the percent as a decimal. In Lincoln, 54% of the refuse is recycled. So here we have 54%, and we're supposed to write this as a decimal, which means we're going to be getting rid of the percent sign. So in order to do that, we have to move our decimal away from the percent sign. So since it's naturally here after the 54, or after the 4, I guess I should say, we're going to move 2 places to the left, which is going to give us 0.54 as our decimal equivalent of 54%. This one says, suppose that a person's brain is 0.024 of the body weight. Find percent notation for 0.024. So 0.024, we want to change that over to a percent. So we want to move towards adding a percent sign. In order to do that, we have to move 2 places to the right. So that would give us 2.4% that would be equivalent to that decimal. Okay, let's look at something slightly different. I mean, same thing, but just kind of expanding on it a bit. There are a few percents that we can use as kind of like reference points. And what I mean by that is, like when we were talking about the 50% off of shirts earlier in another video, that is something that most of us can see pretty readily and easily. We see 50% off and we know, okay, that's going to be half. Well, there are some others that are very similar to that we should sort of know off the top of our head and have a good understanding of them. So one of those would be 100%. When we see 100%, that means all. I mean, literally, because of our definition of percent, it means 100 per 100. Well, that's all of them. And you think about like a test score. If you make 100% on a test, it means you got every question correct. You got everything perfect. Okay, well, if 100% is 100 per 100, then 200% would mean 200 per 100. This is the same thing as saying double. So when we talk about 200% of something, then what we're actually saying is that it doubles. So like, say for instance, if we had 10 people in a group, and we say, okay, now, yesterday we had 10 people in the group. Now we have 200% of that. That would mean we'd have 20 people in the group. That means it would have doubled. So if 100% is everything, 200% is double, then 300%, what do you think that would mean? That means that it triples. You have everything you started with 3 times that amount. Then we can also go backwards. If 50% means a half, 50 out of 100, what do you think 10% would be? It would be the same thing as saying 10 out of 100. Or you could even think of it as being 10 over 100, which is a tenth. Very interesting. And now, because of the way that our number system works, because we have base 10 numbers, when we talk about a tenth, what we're really doing is moving the decimal one place to the left. If dividing by 100 moves the decimal 2 places to the left, like what we've been doing with the percents and decimals, then 1/10 really means dividing by 10. So that would be moving it 1 place to the left, 1 place rather than 2 for 100. We're going to work with this in the next video and see if we can figure out how all this will work together.